We are in Gwent with the police, and we have been told that this is the best Ford since the XR4s, the RSs and the Cosworth. Is the new Focus ST the best pursuit vehicle around? Watch and find out. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Nice. This is a 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine. 0 to 60 is just over 5 seconds. Top speed is over 160 miles an hour. So, Ford Focus ST, tell me why. What's so good about it? Why do you like driving it? And why does it make a good unmarked police car?
Whether it's our beat response cars or traffic cars, Gwent Police has historically had Focus STs on fleet, and this particular fleet which we've got at the moment is no different. We've got our unmarked Focus ST. It's an estate where historically we've actually had hatchbacks. We've gone for estates now because they're slightly bigger, get more kit into them. These cars are doing normal roads policing duties, fast roads duties, go into collisions, breakdowns, as well as all your pursuits as well. So you need to be a good all-rounder. And yeah, like you say, they are probably one of the best Ford pursuit cars which have been made so far.
So 2 questions. Would you say this is better than the Escort Cosworth or Sapphire Cosworth as a pursuit vehicle, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, you've heard it here first, people. You've heard it here first. And second of all, have Gwent, or you, done as the fleet manager, done anything to these vehicles? Have you upgraded them? Are they re-performance? Are they remapped? Are they doing anything to make them faster than a normal vehicle out there?
You know the answer to that, Ben. I can't tell you, and I won't be telling you.
We're never going to get this. We are never going to get told about this. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this, because most police cars that I used to drive just had all stuff rolling around in back.
Yes.
So tell us why and tell us what it is, because this is fantastic.
Again, the amount of kit which we carry these days to comply with certain standards and certain regulations, it's quite a lot. It's heavy, it's bulky, so what we wouldn't want is all this to be rattling around in our boot, potentially to go forward in a collision as well. We wouldn't want it to go into the cockpit, so it's all kept here. Obviously this shelving unit is attached to the car, so it doesn't move. If for whatever reason the car was to crash and maybe turn over, all this would stay in situ.
Yeah.
So it's protecting the driver, protecting the occupants of the car. And of course then is really ergonomic. So for the user, when the last thing you want to be doing at the side of a fast road whilst you're trying to cone off a lane or shut a road is to be faffing around in the boot, moving stingers and first aid kits. Everything is within sort of arm's reach.
Yeah.
And it can all come out nice and easy.
It's very clickable, in, out, in and out. Now, come and have a look at these here. Go through these with us, because I think they're fantastic.
So these are,
it's the right kids' toy at Christmas. I'd have them in and out, in and out.
these are our sequential blue cat size. They're on charge when they're not being used, so they're ready to go at any point.
Flash it.
And all we would do is flick the switch.
It's not flashing. It's flashing.
It's flashing. And all they do is clip out, and then we can put them onto the lane closure, and that guides people away from the danger.
So you put them out furthest away, and then they go through the sequence of where they're going.
Like you'd have in roadworks. You see in roadworks these days, they're guiding you away from the road closure, and that's what these do.
Oh, they're brilliant. I just play with them in car all day long.
I do just that sometimes.
You can tell with traffic because we're like little switches that light up. So just while we're looking at this, can we just have a quick look at all the kit on his vest? Can we just get in on this? I've seen some kit and I've seen people with firearms and different things, but you've got a lot of stuff. Is that because you're in the valleys, your backup might be a bit of a distance away, so you need to have everything on you ready to rock and roll at that moment in time?
Yeah, I mean, we're a small police force, and we don't have the luxury of being double crewed all the time, so we're often on our own. Again, it's a bit of a personal preference of what you carry, but I like things all on my vest, all in front of me, ready to go if I need it. Yeah,
and just go through. So you've got your cuffs, rigid cuffs. You've got your gas.
Yeah.
What do you have? Do you have Parva?
Parva.
Right. Yeah. Parva. Taser as well.
Torch, scissors, a little bit of a first aid provision as well, and then body camera, which is a really valuable tool, and then obviously the radio.
So everything obviously is there to protect you and protect members of the public. So I'm just going to ask you one more question about this, because we get people asking us this, and I want you to quash all these myths. Does this weight make any difference to the way this vehicle drives, the performance of it, or anything like that? Because I never found any difference for anything that we had in the boot makes any difference to the way the vehicle drives or the performance of it?
No, absolutely not. This is just the same as going to the airport with your boot full of suitcases. It's as simple as that.
So obviously it's still the same performance, still the same handling capabilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Do you want to have a look inside?
Let's
Well,
go.
no,
You want to look inside?
I want to look inside. You've had a look inside because you drive it, but I
Yeah.
want to have a look inside. Do you want to have a look inside? Right, Lewis, seats. What are they like to drive with? Because these are a bit hard work, aren't they?
They're very buckety. Is that a word? Buckety?
Bucket, yeah, that's what I will use that. That's a Yorkshire word, bucket.
They wrap around you a lot, don't they? From the sides and from the bottom as well.
Can
so
you
they
do
are proper
8 hours?
Proper.
I'd
I'd say 2 to 3 hours max, and then you've got to get out and have a break.
So is that a downside for Ford?
It is, unfortunately.
And I've also noticed it is not a manual, it is an auto.
It is an automatic.
Right, tell me about it.
Controversial
Yeah.
in the ST world.
Ooh, yeah. Now, personally, I like autos.
Me too.
I don't want to be faffing about changing gears when I'm too busy in a high-speed pursuit.
And it's got paddle flaps as well. Nice and convenient for the driver, so they don't have to take their hands off the steering wheel at all. We've got our push-to-talk system.
Yep.
For our in-car radio, and the microphone is here. So again, when we have to communicate over the radio, we don't have to take our hands off the steering wheel, which is obviously a big bonus. Calibrated speedo on all our cars. So
And
if
is it
we're
digital
doing,
as well on this?
it is digital.
Right.
Yeah. So when we commission the cars, we send the speedo off. It gets calibrated, so we know when we're following somebody and we're enforcing the fatal 4, we know exactly what speed they're doing.
Yep, exactly.
And yeah, absolutely right. Our ANPR system, which comprises of a couple of different elements, is, yes, it's automatic number plate recognition, cross-referencing all the number plates that we pass with different databases, but we can also have video on here, so we can video the rear of the car, the internal of the car, and the front of the car, so good for evidence capturing.
Wow, yeah.
And we can also operate our message board from here as well. So we've got varying messages which we put on the matrix to the rear.
So this is your matrix board.
Yep.
Have you got anything good on there? What's your best one?
They're all boring, really. They're like, oh.
Have you got slippery when wet?
Um,
Have you got back off?
wide load?
Wide load, we like a wide load.
Yeah.
So obviously that's on back now, you can hear it coming up. And it's for people to just see into it, and it's to give them... The thing that I don't like is normally when they've got pull little captions on, wear seatbelt, because you can give them a warning and drive off if you want to.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's not convenient to stop somebody. We might be going to a job or dealing with something else. We might have a prisoner on board, but
Yep.
we do see somebody not wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah.
So all we do is pull in front of them and put the seatbelt sign on,
Oh, I like that.
and then hopefully they would just pop it on.
That's like a big toy, innit? I'd just sit aside the road all day, putting
Yeah.
different things on. What's it like as an overall pursuit car then? What do you like about it and what don't you like about it?
I think it is a good pursuit car. It's quick, it's responsive, the gearbox is very good. It is 2-wheel drive, so it is front-wheel drive, which...
Talks to you?
Yes, slightly.
Yeah.
It does talk to you.
Right.
So if you're putting your foot down, you've got to be conscious of that. But overall, it's a really good car. It
Right.
really is.
Fantastic. I'm going to do a criminal test in a minute. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
We're going to see what it's like when you're 6'2", tons of fun, and you get lots of it back on one of these. Right, as we know, in all of my videos, I always do a criminal test, and it'd be unresponsible for me not to do one in the new Focus ST estate. So, getting in. To be fair, it's good size. It's very comfy, fantastic headroom. Seats are comfortable. The only thing I don't like, the headrests are too far down, so they're pushing your neck. So if you've got handcuffs on, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable. But as a criminal test goes, I really like it, and you're going to get a 8.5 out of 10 for me on this bad boy. I think you agree, it is probably one of the best cars that Ford have made since the Cosworth. Do you agree with me?
I do.
Right, you've heard it from the man himself. Please don't speed around South Wales, keep yourself safe, and more videos next time. See you then.